All right, cool. So
Okay.
now we are live.
Is anybody here?
Maybe the team should come at least, so there's someone here. Brad
Yeah,
should
well,
come in.
by definition, it was kind of a little under hyped just so we could get our bearings here. But let me pump this out on the
think also
Twitters, and
almost,
then we'll start it.
Rob, it's okay. We don't have to pump it up. If no one comes, it's fine. We're doing this. The fact that we're doing this is good enough.
Yeah, it'll be. I have questions too. People submitted questions, so we'll have questions to go over.
How many people submitted questions?
2, and then we had some come from customer success as well. So all is well there. Let me make sure this went live on the
Okay, great.
Twitters. Yeah. So we got 2 people live already. Holla.
I wish we could
All
see
right.
them.
Oh, from the whale sanctuary, actually. How cool. So if you hover over the viewers, it'll tell you where they're actually watching from. So that's pretty cool. All right, cool. And we're live on the Twitters. All right. So let's just dive in. Okay. So hello, everybody, for all of our 2 viewers going out there.
Where do we see viewers, Rob? I'm sorry.
You should be able to see at the top left. You don't see that? You guys should have all the same. Whoops. Well, they just left, but they're coming back. Don't worry. But we have a bunch of really cool stuff to go over with you guys today. As you can see, I'm getting the studio set up in Austin to start pumping out just tons of content for you guys. You want to see some? Okay. Oh, our fearless leaders are back. Let's throw them in the stream again. Can you guys not see it now?
No.
How many people, Rob?
We have 2 right now, both on Facebook.
Cool.
Great.
Hey guys.
Let's go. Hey
So-
guys, thank you for joining. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Nice.
Shit. Okay, cool. So let's just jump in. So what we're doing is a weekly state of the whale. So we're bringing on obviously our fearless leaders, Max and AJ, and then they're going to tell us kind of where we are now and where we're going to go. And then we'll also have submitted questions. So the fastest way for you to get your questions answered is just submit the questions. And then if we're up to 3 now, people. We're really moving and grooving. Oh man.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year's. And so if you have any other questions after the submitted questions, hi, Dimitri, you'll be able to ask those in kind of an AMA style. So without further ado, AJ, Max, you kind of want to give us a little skinny on kind of where the Whale app is right now and then kind of what's really exciting you on the roadmap?
Of course.
Go
I
for
want
it.
to start first with the Pixel, and then we'll go backwards from there to triple proper. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I got a little more of a beard than usual here going. Essentially, I've been in the Pixel project for a long time now. It's been really exciting. Essentially, we're on version 3 of the Pixel already. Was expecting to complete on version 1, but Pixel was a little more complicated than we thought. Rob was just dropped off.
No, I just gave you the full screen.
Oh, good. Excellent. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
This is presentation time, baby. We're getting
Fantastic.
that
Wow.
fantastic. We're fancy
Yeah.
stuff.
So essentially, we're on version 3 right now, and it's completed. Part of it was also moving. It feels like a 3D puzzle moving in real time because we're adding more features to the Pixel every day, and we're also making sure the data integrity is there, and also the actual collection and the infrastructure needed to get replaced in order to support the amount of data that we're tracking. Some stores that we're tracking right now have over 1 million visitors per month. That ends up being like 50 million actions or 100 million actions per store getting tracked.
An action would be clicking here.
Anything,
Adding
zooming
the card.
anything. We track everything, right? So
Sure.
it's like basically a camera on your store. And so it ended up being a ton. And because we're doing the attribution in real time as it comes in, with no delays, it was a lot. Apparently, our competitors do it for a reason without doing it real time. So we've
Soft
done
real
that.
time.
So right now it's soft real time. It happens within a minute or less than a minute, essentially real time. And we're rolling it out right now. So essentially the back end just got replaced, finally done today. And Friday, it will go live on everyone. And then Sunday, the full rollout will happen. Thank God. And please God. I don't actually, I've said that multiple times right now. So we're really hoping, I will say like this, from a technical standpoint, it seems like we're done. We're going to roll it out and hopefully we have no problems in the next 2 weeks and you guys are all live. If there are any hiccups, we will be transparent about them like we were up until now. That's what we're holding with the Pixel. I must say that some of the results right now,
So good.
Could we share? Robert, could you share your screen with
Absolutely.
getting names?
Can you blur
Yeah, let me fill some time real quick and let me pull that up.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so Robert, go to the main store that we've been looking at all the
Yep,
time. Just want to
totally
mention their
tracking.
name. And
Yep.
it's looking really, really great right now, the data. Essentially, also, I want to show that. Send Rob also the live ticker that's coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, since we're on the
Oh,
live.
wow.
We gotta show this to people too.
Yeah, Rob, I'll show.
This is cool. If you can send this
This is
to,
coming in also.
where is it?
By Sunday
Here we go.
or Monday.
Rob, I'm giving this to you on Slack.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna go over also in the meantime some of the other features coming to Triple Proper.
Yeah, go
what's
for
on
it.
the roadmap.
Yeah.
So first of all, we have social stats that actually went live today. But we had to remove them because we didn't have the right scopes from Facebook. We're getting the right scopes from Facebook, and those are going to go live. It's essentially all your social or organic stats from Facebook and Instagram,
including like clicks to your website, which
clicks
is
to your
massive.
websites, likes, and that will also go into the pixel eventually, also to be tracked once we have a UTM builder for social.
Talk about how you can incorporate influencer marketing into that. That's really interesting.
Well, the influencer marketing, that's going to come a week or two after that. Essentially, we're going to have a way of tracking influencer marketing also with the pixel and without the pixel. So without the pixel, it would just be with your orders and your
Coupon
discount codes. Yeah. And with the pixel, it will also be with UTMs. So it should be like a full service tracking for your influencers as well.
We have a lot of requests to track influencer marketing. I know from our experiences, we want to know what's going on
we
there.
did everything with influencer marketing. Yeah.
Now we can't do anything anymore because it's
so social stats are coming when Facebook approves us, hopefully early next week. Recharge is done also. Recharge should be coming Sunday. Inquire Labs is live already. The Inquire Labs right now just represents the question of what social channels have someone heard about you from. If you have a different question, we don't show that right now.
But it's not too far away to get that, right?
I mean, it's not a priority right now. So I'd say the main priority is that because it's related to attribution. Even if you don't have the pixel, you have that. With the pixel, that will be better because essentially we'll bake those results in. So if there's a view through conversion that came and you asked someone, they said they saw you on Facebook. There's no way for us currently to get that data besides asking Facebook, but that's model data. So actually getting Inquire and Know's data into the pixel will be very valuable. That should be happening next week. Know is also, so next week will be Inquire with the pixel, and Know hopefully happens either next week or the following week. Amazon, we finally got permissions and scoped out the project. So we finally have all the API approvals we need for Amazon. And now it's a question of allocating their resources to that. I think within the next 2 weeks, we'll have a developer starting that. Within a month later, we'll have Amazon. I know I've been saying Amazon's coming in the next 4 weeks for the last 4 months, but I think it's going to be coming now in really the next month and a half. I'm a little optimistic about our timelines. When we build a ton, right? We delivered a ton. A little optimistic here. Okay, segmentation and audiences. This is both with the pixel and without the pixel. So the ability to get your best audiences based on the LTV data that we have and push them to Klaviyo or to Google. Someone's asking, Google's coming in. So essentially Google ads are done. We're just waiting to get the developer token approved for Google ads, and then that will come into the pixel. I'm hoping early next week.
So double that, Dimitri.
To mid next week. Yeah.
Double that.
Yeah.
And then double that.
No, I think the end of next. Earliest Monday, latest Thursday, I would say on Google ads. On Google ads, do you guys want YouTube separated out as a separate tab, or should YouTube be?
I feel like it should be separated out.
I'm asking.
What
do you guys want, Dimitri? What do you want? Okay, you can tell me later if you're running YouTube. Okay, so then. Segmentation audiences. Audience building will also happen off the pixel. So all your seed audiences should get better when we start sending data back to Facebook. The conversion API is all scoped out and we're started working on that. I'm hoping that goes live also the end of next week. Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Okay, the creative dashboard. So essentially we're starting to bring in all of Facebook's data, including campaigns, assets, and ads into the Triple database. And what that will allow us to do is two things. First of all, it will be the bedrock for machine learning that we're going to build on top of Facebook. And second of all, it will also allow us to build graphs both into the pixel dashboard, right, with, let's say, CPC, CPM over time from Facebook, and also pixel data over time with graphs, but also in the creative dashboard. So being able to segment out, let's say, if you're using a naming convention of like UGC versus
professional
quality, right?
Whatever
and you want to see over time the CPM or the ROAS for them. That's going to come into the creative dashboard. I would give that if I was I think that project will take us, I would say mid-January, but make that late January just to be sure about that. Okay, the new mobile app also coming early in the next 2 weeks. A new mobile app that will essentially be a new icon, new colorings. Also, if you come from the background right now of your app, you get the white screen of death. So that's going to get hopefully fixed as well. Animations as well. And then inventory.
Any functionality difference there, or
notifications, but I don't fully have notifications scoped out yet, so I don't know when that will be.
Be interesting to hear what you guys would want from notifications.
Yeah.
So if you have ideas, send them over.
And then an inventory management system as well.
Yes. If I can interject here, actually, while you're on a roll, AJ, Dimitri, there is. Whoops. Let me pull this up. Sorry. Let me bring myself back up. Too many things going on. Dimitri, that is possible. You just have to run it through your naming conventions. I can drop you a link to how to do that. But ultimately, there are segments that you can build onto that creative dashboard, and then layering those segments. So I use PR and RT for my 2 events. If you run funnels, you can use TOF, MOF, BOF, like Max runs funnels for Madison. And using those prefixes, then you can segment out all of your creatives. However you do that. Another really cool thing while we're on this topic is if you have a creative agency, what I did in my past life running my agency is to make sure that I was getting the best ROI on my creatives or that I was spending on, I would actually label each ad with the creative agency as the prefix. And that way you can actually easily go through and see how effective was your advertising, because sometimes you might just be overpaying. And that's a really, especially if you're in that 1 to 5 million kind of or under $1 million run rate store, creative can really, you can get into an ego play where you're overspending for it. But yes, you can do that. Too long didn't read.
Okay, fantastic. Also, historical data for LTV is coming in as well for actually all your accounts, going back to the beginning of your store early next week. And I'm sure there's more stuff that I'm leaving off the what I remember, but that's essentially at the top of my head.
I can touch on like some of the partnership stuff we're doing.
Yeah, of course. Rob, by the way, how many views are we up to?
We are 4 now. Still 4.
Yeah. Well, that's double.
We strong. We doubled, baby. Life is good. This will be
triple.
available post hoc as well, so people can consume it asynchronously. Yeah. It's kind of in the middle of the day on a Thursday, but
yeah, and also New Year's is tomorrow night.
Fair point. Yeah, fair point.
This is like no one's working right now. It's a good first run at this, guys.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, only we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, for all those who may be wondering how can they sort of get involved with us, we are rolling out a partnership program, which is going to apply to agencies, influencers, and the affiliate marketers. Going to allow. We're using Partnership Stack, which is a robust system to do payouts, to do link tracking, and just
you should do tracking for us. I'm joking.
That's true. Anyways, you'll be able to get a commission, a reoccurring commission for anybody you bring to us, and that's rolling out. Hopefully, fully rolling out the end of January, but stage 1, beginning of January. It's probably late next week, early following week. So you can
love it.
You can reach out to us if you want to get involved there.
Love it. We'll get you a little code, get you all set up. You can help spread the triple gospel as well. All right, cool. So there's actually some cool graphics that we can show here. So AJ, I have your graphic. Let me go solo. And okay, so here is triple pixel. In all its what's that?
It's just very blurry. Okay, it's coming.
Oh, it is blurry.
It's coming in. Now it's coming in.
Did it snap or no?
Oh, there we go. Now it's good.
Okay. It should be pretty good.
So this is a store on the new infrastructure that we had to switch, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is on the good.
This is the good.
And so you can see here the Facebook reported ROAS, Google, and the triple whale. Obviously fantastic.
Right, the main difference here for me, if I was buying media on this account, I mean, you can go down to the campaign ads and ad level. We're not going to obfuscate names there, but on the second from the last campaign, a $650 one, scroll to like that. If I was looking at Facebook, I might shut off, but with the Pixel, I would leave on, right? And essentially make money with that, right?
And you would probably turn off the third one down, right?
Right.
Like I would not keep that.
Right.
I mean, it depends on the time frame. There, it looks like it's been running for a little bit. It's got $500
but that's like the type of decisions we hope the Pixel can help you with, and also on the.
Oh, here, did you talk about the fourth one down? Because look at the fourth one down, right? Facebook's saying a 3.49. Google is saying 0.36.
Right. So if you're
Like
not,
if I did not have trip whale and look into those orders to see what's going on to get some actual proof there,
Yeah.
I would not know.
you would not trust Facebook.
I might even scale that thing. I don't know if I should trust Google. I'd be confused. Let's just say, right? Like I'd be very confused right now.
That's a good point.
And it's good to have that third. Like Google sort of acts as an arbiter for us to like give you another sort of.
Google's in
pair
there
of
right
eyes,
now
right?
until you guys fully trust the Pixel, and then hopefully you won't need either nor Facebook. You won't need anything.
Yeah, but right now we have it there because people are used to it. I think it's good.
I have dots on the left. Oh, that's a good. That's a good idea. We'll add
Oh,
that.
that's an interesting UI.
What
yeah.
is it? What is it?
That's a great idea just to see what's active on the campaign ad set and ad level. Not only right now on campaign level, we have green dots showing you what's active. It's a great idea, Dimitri.
You told me to add those, add the dots on
the
the
campaign
campaign.
and ad level. Essentially, a lot
And the
of
ad and ad set level.
yeah, a lot of the
Ad set and ad level.
value of the Pixel will end up being some of it will be on the campaign level, but a lot of it's also going to be on the ads and ad level.
Can you write that
Because
down?
there's a lot of different differentiators there,
That's
right? Like
yeah.
the difference, Facebook will say this ad did it, but then you look at the Pixel and you can literally see the UTM. And you're like, oh no, that's not the right UTM. Facebook is giving the wrong credit to the wrong ad.
Yeah, exactly. And the other cool thing that we're doing here is we won't show it for just information purposes, but we're also showing you gross profit at the campaign, ad set, and ad level, which is a pretty mind-blowing. We just did a big whale mail on gross profit and gross margin. If you aren't up to speed on kind of why those are important and what they are. But at the highest level, that's the first level of profit. So there's 3 profits without getting too nerdy. There's gross, operating, and net. And so as a media buyer, you really want to be putting all your paid spend behind high margin products. And so now you can actually see the efficacy of your ads, which is something that's pretty unheard of. Even if you can blend the data, it's pretty hard because you don't have the insight. And so there's some really high level stuff going on. Okay, do you want to...
So on guys, on this screen over here, there's sort of a missing box, right? And you see like that. It's like, so in that box right now.
Wow. Thank you so much for the coffee.
So in that box, Rabbi, so we're going to put here a live orders table coming in live. Essentially all the orders we tracked, the 71 orders we tracked, you will be able to see them coming in live and where they came from. Sort of get a feeling of a live.
Can you show?
Happening. Yeah.
Can you show?
Can you show what's coming?
The order flow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys ready? I need some audio tunes or something for the drum roll. Drum roll, please.
Boom.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Dimitri, what do you think?
Play it again.
Bum, 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 bum.
I love it.
It's so good.
The shopping cart wheels, everything. I mean,
We're thinking about at
it's
the end
gonna
when
be
it hits the end, Rabba, if like a whale pops out with like money
Has to.
flowing everywhere.
yeah, the money coming out of the spout. Yeah. I mean, that's Zach's on another level right now. He's in the zone.
Zach is on another level always.
We're gonna start animating the full app. It's gonna get like really fun soon.
We did add. I don't know if you guys saw, but our fancy little update here. It's gorgeous. It's on both mobile and desktop. Love it. It's one of my favorite updates we've done so far. Very aesthetically pleasing.
What is this? We need a caching on that. What is that?
A cha-ching. Come on,
Oh,
Max. Get hip. Get hip with it. The Shopify. Come on.
Of course, yeah. I think we need
that's
another
one thing I want to do. Actually, I want to build
caching.
I want to build
Dev heavy.
mobile app. I want to build in tunes on the mobile app, and then when people get different like orders, like they did with the cha-ching, yeah, we should build them like a cool
But
thing.
I feel like
The
it can't be
Shopify.
cha-ching. You know, I mean, it could be the cha-ching. I
No, it's not
like
gonna be
it.
cha-ching. It's gonna be different.
Something a little bit.
We'll get some musicians to do some cool stuff.
And what should it be? I'm saying. If you have any ideas about what that noise should be,
The live feature that you saw right now will hopefully be live Sunday. I think the latest Monday. That live feature that you saw over there.
which part? The actual order thing?
Yeah,
This guy.
latest Monday. Yeah,
Maybe like.
no, the latest Monday.
Yeah, okay.
I know what's involved in building it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's
You
what
guys
now-
want to jump into some questions?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get some questions. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I wish this camera, gave us a
You
little
need
more.
to.
A
You
little
guys
more
gotta get the
action.
wide angle. We gotta set you up there. You sound fantastic.
Yeah.
Look fantastic though.
You do too.
Okay. This is well, I haven't even got the green screen in. You guys are gonna love it when you come to
The
Austin. We're
whales
gonna
are
have it
amazing.
set
I
up.
wanna-
There's gonna
how do
be
you get whales?
a podcasting studio. I'm telling you, this app. I just realized I'm pretty sure Phil Lieben is running it. the killer. And so I didn't realize that, but it's this horrible name, but fantastic app. It's taken over. It's really interesting. It's been
How
my
do you,
new little obsession.
like M's? How do you do it?
MMHMM, worst name ever, but it is phenomenal product. It is
As
really
less
good.
boring meat, I love it.
It
Okay,
is
so let's-
really good. Anyways,
go into
segue. Talking about really great products. Why are we called Triple Whale? AJ, do you want me to field that, or you want to field it? So people want to know the
you want the
genesis of the
truth?
name.
Max, go to the truth. Yeah.
No. Let's go post. We'll go pre-truth, post-truth.
Okay.
So people hear
Okay,
the
so
story.
pre-
and
At the
then,
beginning of the whole thing, I'll just say what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, at the beginning, we're trying to figure out a name for it, and I'm very much like into sort of like the crypto and the space, and on Twitter, everyone's talking about the whales and investing in general. There's always the whales moving things around, right? That's kind of where it came from,
And
then I'm
Max
like,
is like, I want who doesn't want to be a whale, right? Let's help people be whales.
and then let's triple it, also like who doesn't want to triple what they're doing, right? Then even more, right?
And so that's essentially how it started. Really, no good reason, but the fact that we think the name is cool and it comes from crypto, and we also align with a lot of the values of crypto.
Yeah.
Decentralization, power to the people, don't be
Tools.
controlled, etc. Fill in the blanks over there, and then it also fits into actually our technology stack and what we're building. So essentially,
Sure.
the company has 3 layers of tech, right? The first layer,
Sorry.
The first layer is
Needing more
the
space.
integrations. So the data, we're bringing in data from all these different tools. Essentially, right now there's like 13 tools. Hopefully, we end up integrating with 1,000 at the end. So essentially, every single API out there that provides data we want to integrate with. Then we build a visual machine on top of that. Right now, it's very, very simple, but as time goes on, it will get more complex. Oh, that's one feature I forgot about, right? Beautiful reports are also coming to the app in January as well. That's relevant for agencies and for store owners. So things over time, beautiful graphs. Essentially what Zach is doing right now for the app is going to do internally for everything. And then the third level is building AI automation on top of it, right? So essentially that's where we want to go as a company. We want to help you guys do your jobs better and make you more money and save you time.
Say the nice phrase you made up.
Yeah. Essentially,
I like it.
the vision of the company and on our mission, our ethos is let humans do what they do best and let machines do the rest. And we're hoping that we can do that for you. We're hoping that we leave you guys only with the most important tasks to do, and everything that's repetitive and can be automated, we want to automate that for you on your store. Whether that's email marketing, Facebook ads, customer success, inventory management, we're hoping to do all of that for you. Not fully. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of humans involved in it and a lot of thought process, but the high-level thought process and the actual value drivers, that's where we want you to focus your time. And so that's sort of the 3 levels of the whale at this point.
Yeah. Three layers of value. We have data aggregation and blending, and then we have our visualizations, and then we have our AI. Triple whale. There you go,
turn into a
people.
whale.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Okay, so what were the questions, Rabbi?
What is onboarding like? Do you want me to take that, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now our onboarding is a little bit light touch. We kind of throw you into the water, pun intended. No, all joking aside. So we have onboarding flow and then some series built out around actions within the app. But that is a big push for us, is to really start to make a little bit more robust documentation around that in terms of not only videos, but written stuff as well, and kind of give you guys a little bit more of a roadmap. There's definitely, we actually can touch on some sections maybe here a little bit later, but there's some really awesome stuff, and that is just sometimes a little bit harder to discover. Not that it's unintuitive, it's just if you don't know to look for it, it's hard to see there. But the too long didn't read, we are making it a lot more robust, but currently right now you'll come in, you'll sign up, you'll pay, you'll get your store activated, and then you'll be able to basically do whatever you want. We do have a first-rate customer success team that can answer any questions if you do have them. It's just right there in the chat on the app and then also on our website. But yeah, right now we throw you some gifts, we give you some check boxes, and then we kind of let you start printing money. So yeah, we're definitely looking to improve
Rob,
some steps there. But
the timeline,
right now,
the triple proper, it only takes you about 20 minutes to set everything up and get started.
Think so?
For triple, yeah,
I would say it's less. Just be
Less than
maybe 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, it's very quick. For triple pixel, The onboarding is a
That's
little more
intense.
tedious and the value is a little longer. I would say that
That's a great point.
you can start with triple pixel today, but it will take almost close to a month to actually get the full value of the pixel, because essentially journeys take a long time. Some people don't buy immediately. Also, the data doesn't come in immediately.
Some people, some people don't buy it 30 days out. Or
exactly, and so the ROAS at the beginning might seem low, and so the pixel, I would say, is about a month from when you install it to when you start getting the full value of it.
Yeah,
that should be your expectation going into the pixel.
Yeah, that's a really good distinction. And for people to remember, so there's Triple Whale and then there's Triple Whale with Pixel. And so essentially they're the same product, except you now have the attribution as well. So it's the same front end, it's the same UI, it's the same business intelligence. We're just adding a layer of tracking when you do upgrade to the Triple Pixel.
There's also, something we're doing a really poor job at in the company is communicating the amount of tools we have in the app and the value we have, right? Someone asked now about the dashboard. Like the app right now has grown. Essentially,
it's in there.
I think we've done a very good job at keeping it very simple. Like the summary page gives a ton of value and is there immediately. But there's so many deeper levels of the app that you can become an expert. Essentially, when we fully build out the Triple Whale University, people are able to learn how to use it. But until then, if you guys want, there's a YouTube channel Rabah has. Rabah's pumping out content every week about it, and there's a ton of features on the BI side, and the business intelligence side, on the everywhere.
Yeah,
you can play video campaigns in Triple Whale. Like instead of doing two separate on your phone, right? This Max used to that alone. Max would pay for, right? You used to call me up and like, agent, did we send out an email today? I'm like, I don't know. Let's call the agency up, right?
Or log
absolutely. In. And not only that, you can see your whole marketing ecosystem. So like if you drive with 3 ROAS, if you run at net profit, if you're running your pseudo P&L, I mean, honestly, you can run your P&L pretty much on Triple Whale. There might be some digressions if you have some tax and debts when you're getting between operating and net, but that's going to be really rare for a lot of DTC companies. Like you can run your whole P&L on Triple Whale, which is like, if you're into that thing, it's fantastic. Like that's crazy to be able to see like at what point in time that day, what my net profit is. Like that's a really powerful thing. And you just, to AJ's point, the simplicity drives so much value. It's not simplistic. It's just simple. You get to what you need to know. It's wonderful.
I want to add another point here.
Let me jump in. Yeah. To Rabah's point about the P&L, the only thing we're really missing right now, well, there's 2 things, but one thing is your cash flow, like what's actually in the bank, which we had a very high level call yesterday with getting that in from certain institutions, which could be really cool coming up soon.
Oh, I didn't know about this. Breaking news here, people.
Yeah, it's kind of, so that's a little sneak peek of what could be very soon. And then the last thing we're missing is like a QuickBooks integration.
Yeah, but I would say also our simplicity works for us and against us. It works for us because we're very simple. It works against us because people assume there's no depth, and there's a ton of depth. And so you guys should all explore the side menu, look at all the pages there, go into it. If something's not working, let us know. Right?
It's like if you want depth, you can get it,
Yeah, and actually kind of touching on the app, I'm doing a whole in-depth kind of tutorial from calf to cow that'll actually be out tomorrow. And you'll be able to see literally everything. And not only that, it'll be chunked up in terms of sections. And so they'll show it, there's the little slides at the bottom. So be on the lookout for that, but we'll push that out to you guys. Awesome.
Any other questions?
Look at Dimitri with all the love. Fill in the love, Dimitri. Appreciate you. You kind of touched on this, AJ, but do you want to kind of elaborate any more, or we kind of touched on that, right?
Roadmap. Yeah, I think we're good.
Perfect. What are examples of results your customers are seeing as a user of Triple Whale? I can kind of touch on this a little bit because I came from that agency background, and so I can show you some insights that I had derived from it. A few things. One, being able to understand the economics of the business. I know I kind of, since I went to school for economics, I might sound like, I have a hammer, so everything looks like an economic nail, but it is really important to understand that. And so here's a use case that I found. So we give you guys 3 AOVs. So we give you a median, and mode. The mode AOV is going to be what you're really going to get from prospecting. And so I went to this client. They told me they had a $50 AOV. Okay, fantastic. And then I check everything, and they actually have a $20 mode AOV. And so it's just going to be really challenging to get that to work. And so if I would have taken that client without knowing that, it would have just been a horrible situation where I was just in a place of just, there's no way I could succeed, versus me being able to have that data. I could go to the client and say, hey, you have a great business here, but if we want to run paid media successfully, we have to change the economics of the business, because I'm not going to be able to succeed for you with $20. Another one, and I'll stop rambling, is we have really, really robust customer journeys. And so it's really important, especially on the first touch point, for that brand interaction to be amazing. And that brand interaction usually manifests in the product. And so if people are buying the wrong products, it's not that you are actually getting bad customers. It's just that they're being activated with the wrong product. To said another way, they're walking through the wrong door for you. And so when they walk through that wrong door, then they just totally cast off your brand, where you need to be really on that first touch point. It needs to be one of your flagship products that represent really the totality of your brand. If not, you're going to lose out on a lot. And so using the product journeys, we ended up really shifting the product mix in terms of what we were putting paid media behind. That resulted in not only higher LTVs, but just people are happier. And even though on the second and tertiary purchases, people are still buying those kind of quote unquote non-flagship products, but they weren't mad or upset with the brand because that first touch point had set the expectation of, oh, this is awesome, and I know this product is awesome. So those are kind of two ways that I had seen.
I would say I want to add two more.
I can also add as well.
Yeah,
Go for
you
it.
have
Oh, perfect. Pile on.
yeah, two big ones. First of all, I had a brand that was running about $10 million clothing brand message me at some point saying, hey, Jay, because we have Triple Whale on Slack, essentially I can run my business from my phone. I literally can open up another store right now because Triple Whale really centralizes all your data points. So instead of jumping from tab to tab, trying to figure out and keep tabs in the whole business, everything's there. I think that's the main value prop also in terms of decision making, right? We have another brand that was doing around 10 million a year and scaled rapidly. I don't know exactly what number they're doing right now, but high.
Mm-hmm.
And on Twitter, I mean, you can actually look on Twitter, right? They literally thank Triple Whale for helping them scale their business. Essentially, it aligns all the decision makers in the company, inside and outside, around the key metrics that matter. I think that is the core value of Triple Whale. If you're an agency running and you have like blended ROAS, but the most important thing is new customer ROAS, and that's where you align, Triple Whale gives you that. And in a simple way, you can look at it in the morning.
Yep.
If it sucks, you can call the agency up. If it doesn't suck, you keep on scaling, right? Hopefully it looks great. And so I would say just having clarity saves a ton of time, I wish we had that in our company, right? As a SaaS company, right? And so, yeah, I think that's the core value right now of the app. And then everything else, helps you as well. But I think clarity on your business and reality check every day is the best way to figure out what needs to get moved.
The reality check without having to talk to a lot of people, without having to go to a lot of different places, just centralizing.
A reality check also, and the fact that you can derive answers, right? The fact that there are tools to go in.
I think I want to add one more
that
thing.
Combination lets you essentially move the business forward.
I also would want to add maybe a few more things, but when I was running my stores, for the past few years, right? So I think I've gone through every software there is out there when it comes to, the analytics side. And they all seem like beautiful and the propositions are great, but in the sales calls, they sound, you go for it and you sign on and then you open up the tool and it's too much. And so you don't actually come back and you end up just, turning from that because it's just too overwhelming. You almost need to hire somebody just to operate that new thing you just bought. So the entire worldview that we took into building Triple Whale was to be the anti that, to give you just clear metrics and to serve up most commonly asked for metrics, right? So in the business analytics.
So I would say if you think of Triple Whale and then the pick and the attribution, right, the pixel, right? Essentially the Triple Whale proper gives you the macro of your business, and then the pixel gives you the micro on the ad campaign asset and ad level of what knobs to move over there.
Right.
And then essentially we're rolling up a ton of apps into one app, right? But that is in itself, so rolling the creative dashboard, that in itself has value, but that's not the core value, right? Just having a lot of apps in one app just has the same exact problem of having a lot of apps in one app. Triple Whale at some point will come to life. I'm joking. Not exactly, but similar. Essentially, the app is going to start talking to the other parts of the app and start serving up insights automatically, right? So Robin can answer what the best product is, but hopefully Triple Whale can do that for you in the future and service that up. And so essentially at some point, Triple Whale is going to turn into an activity feed of recommendations and updates, right? You'll have an anomaly detection.
It's already rolling out.
Like we're going to build something called the Shabbat mode into the app. I don't know if
the what mode?
Shabbat mode. Do you want to explain that?
You should explain. I don't think people might not be hit.
You go ahead. You spent how many years in Shiva?
Yeah, so Shabbat essentially, we're Orthodox Jews, so on the Sabbath we essentially take 25 hours off of technology completely.
Nothing.
So like not on our phones, nothing. Spend time with
Try running your Facebook ads and not looking at them for 24 hours.
Honestly, every single time we've done it, it's better. So FYI. And so Shabbat mode essentially is the what we want to build within the app is the ability for you to shut off your business or shut you off from your business, right? Ability for you to leave one day, put your phone down and not go into triple whale. And that day, it will just say Shabbat mode. And what will happen on that day? Triple will use anomaly detection to just tell if anything's off in your business. If it's something off, will alert you. You know, you might have an emergency, you might need to go back, right? But essentially, if there's no emergencies, spend time with family. Don't spend time on your phone. And so that's where we want triple whale to go to in the future.
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's actually there's some really interesting forcing functions. And honestly, people, even if you're spending 15, 20K a day, you shouldn't be touching your ads daily. You need to let it marinate. You need to let it marinate. How to customize your summary?
Facebook ads guy. Yeah,
I know, and run traffic campaigns. And run traffic campaigns, people. Yeah, so let me just give you some action here. So where are we at? Oh,
how to customize your summary.
Hold on. Yeah. Oh, I had this slide. Sorry, people. 1 second. Let me pull this guy up. Dun, 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 dun. Where'd it go? Oh, no. I had my triple up. Oh, there it is. This guy. Sorry, I'm still new to this whole thing. I need to get the boards better. There we go. So ultimately, let me fill some time right here. So okay. Here we go. Cool. So All right. So your
user that's not telling us who he is. You want to tell us your name, Facebook user?
Wait.
You mind typing in your
Awesome
name?
as much. Oh wow.
Aw. Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
thank you.
There's so much love. Okay, so just kind of jumping in here really quickly. You have everything on this summary screen is built in sections. So these are the sections that I like. AJ's built them in. And so to add them, you would just go to customize summary, and they're actually pre-built for you, and you would just add them here. Within that section, you can make a section with anything you want. You can name it anything you want, and you can bring in any kind of metric you want. You can even put in custom metrics if you like. So again, we did a whole article on gross profit and gross margin. We actually don't give you gross profit and gross margin explicitly. We do give it to you in POAS because POAS is a function of gross profit. But you can actually calculate it yourself just making a custom metric here. Super easy peasy. As well as hiding metrics, reordering tiles. This is kind of where all the magic happens. Another really cool thing that a lot of people kind of sleep on sometimes. So I don't like to show my pin section, but what I do like to do with it, so this is past agency life, but if you ever get pinged with somebody needing to have their certain metrics, you can just pin a bunch of metrics in this section, and then you can share this URL. And what's really cool about this URL is it'll actually show you everything without having any login. And so like these kind of high level people who really don't want to have set up an account and stuff like that, it's a really easy way if somebody asks you like, hey, how's the account doing or something like that, you can do that. So I won't go too much more into sections, but ultimately everything is a section. You can make it as customizable as you want, and then you can add them from our pre-built ones. So
you can also reorder your sections, right? You can over
there.
there.
Absolutely. So all your sections are in this hierarchy, and you would just drag this little handle to put them in whatever way you would like. But yeah, so there's a ton here. There's actually I'll drop it on YouTube as well. There's a video we have on our sections, but really, really powerful stuff. Probably one of the most powerful tools, especially in terms of lean in type of features where this is something that you will be checking multiple times a day, whereas the business intelligence tools, that might be something on the weekly, bi-weekly, monthly kind of stuff. But fantastic. Great question. All right. Let's see what else we got here. 2 more. Okay. How do we plan to track organic traffic, AJ?
Right. It's similar to the social
So
stats.
2 things. First of all, the organic traffic or the social stats, we're gonna pull that from the different platforms. Essentially, we have Facebook and TikTok done. We're just waiting for the token. Facebook and Instagram. Hopefully, TikTok will come in soon there as well, and then we'll start building that in for the rest of the platforms. And then we're basically going to add in the URL URL builder and the UTM builder. We're going to add another way to build UTMs for organic traffic, and then we'll track it through that. So essentially, all your organic traffic, you should send well, let's say organic traffic could be either influencers or it could be an event, whatever you're doing on social media to get that organic traffic, you'll send out those links. Now, just organic traffic coming randomly from nowhere or direct, there's no way for us to track where it came from. We can use a refer, but if there's no refer, there's nothing to track there. So that's what we're going to do with organic.
And you'll also have a proxy of your organic health as well with the social stats the organic social stats.
I'm wondering, guys. I'm thinking out loud on the call right now. You know what we should do? Essentially, like UTMs, we need to actually catch the right UTM, right? But what if we just gave people like a word cloud of all the UTMs that are coming in on a given day? I'm just thinking of this like on the call right now. And so even if you don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like a word cloud, like, oh, if attentive is coming in a lot, but we don't have attentive set up, like your dashboard.
Oh, cool.
You could see attentive and the number of orders that came with that.
So
like with that word.
Referrals?
Like organic. Let's say there's UTMs coming in randomly, right? We just took all those words and put them like on a word map.
So like get an idea.
Yeah, exactly.
And then start to hone in.
Exactly. Okay.
It's a visualization. Yeah, maybe it's a visualization of data.
We'll think about that.
Yeah, we're aggregating.
Click on a word, it shows you the orders.
Yes.
You know, click on one, and then Zach makes something super sweet. Click on it.
Yeah.
Orders right there.
Yeah. Love it. All right, folks. Last one. Is your team local or distributed?
You want to take it?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Okay, we're like sort of a bit of both. We have like our headquarters is in Columbus, Ohio. That's where AJ and I are. And we have customer success here, sales. And there's, half the team is here basically.
Yep.
Then we got Rob, who's building out marketing infrastructure. He's in Austin. And we got Zach, who's the head of design, and he's in Canada right now, but he's a bit of a digital nomad,
Yeah.
And then we've got Corey, who's in Philadelphia, but then the rest of the team.
And Logan's also in somewhere else.
Oh, he's in South Carolina or North Carolina.
South Carolina.
And then we have an Israeli team.
Then we have it in Israel is like the other half of it. We have a company in Israel.
Subsidiary. So 15 employees over there.
15, they do all tech.
All tech. And then there's
all
also,
the fancy stuff.
There's also a AI guy in Russia building out a science team. Essentially, we're gonna use science to do a lot of stuff. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, math is all the maths. Yeah. So the too long didn't read there is HQ and the bosses are in Columbus. Our dev team is out of Jerusalem. Our marketing hub is in Austin. If you're looking and you're a crusher, please apply. And then our AI team is out in Moscow. So really, really cool.
I would say, Robert, one of the things I always wished I could do when I was working with Max and the ads, I was like, what if I can bring an AI developer and figure out, go down the rabbit hole as far as I can. Can I automate anything, right? Can I get any more performance? So we're going to do that right now. We're going to go down the rabbit hole as deep as we can. We're going to find what's at the end of it. It could be at the end of it, there's nothing to be made, right? And no value, but we're going down the rabbit hole for you guys. So.
And to me personally, I think what is so fascinating, and one of the reasons I joined the company was there's never been a company in position that has this treasure trove of data on, we can see the whole marketing ecosystem. That's never been possible before. Everybody's been this disparate, it's just been it's just been organic.
Feature, I'm sorry. There's another feature that popped in my head, which we forgot to mention, guys. This is exciting, right? The aggregated stats per vertical. Right. So that's big, right?
Oh, yeah. I want Dimitri, whoever's here, just give us your feedback on this.
Yeah. So essentially, when I was running Facebook ads, one of the top questions, Max, or I used to be like, go to AdLeaks Platinum. I used to go and check what are people saying. Are people saying that the ads are bad today or not? Is it me or is it the platform? Right. That's the ultimate question as an ad buyer. And we're hoping to solve that.
You are not your ROAS.
Exactly. So we're hoping to solve that with aggregated data sets. So essentially, every store will fall into a specific bucket based on conversion rate and AOV and type of store. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do a blended CPM. Essentially, right now, we're tracking over $1.5 billion a year in ad spend. Hopefully, by the end of 2022, we'll be tracking, hopefully 20 times that, right? That's $30 billion in ad spend. And hopefully, we can then go ahead and create real valuable data sets for you to understand, is it the ecosystem? Is it you? Is conversion rates down and people buying less right now, right? That can happen as well. And so these things are very important to understand. I think we can give you.
It's like imagine like a stock ticker.
Stock ticker for Facebook ads, yeah.
It's kind of telling you where you're at based on our data.
Yeah.
Based on everyone's data.
Based on the data on the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in a weird way, this is kind of rolling up to your guys' kind of macro thesis of media buyers and agencies are kind of going to turn into more of like asset managers and capital
Exactly.
allocators, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like this is perfect where you're going to start looking at a portfolio of creative, a portfolio of this, and then you can see which assets, like, is my SMS asset really printing money? Like, what return on investment per asset is going to happen, and what should you dive into more? And the more AI and the more basically cognitive load we can take off of all this busy work and just surface the insights for you, so then you can synthesize what's best for your business. Man, I'll tell you what, I've done a ton of audits and a ton of analysis. I've never done them faster with Triple Whale, and they're better because by the time I get to my analysis, I just spent 4 or 5 hours collating data, getting all the permissions I needed. Or I log into Triple Whale, I pull some screenshots, bish bash bosh, do some analysis, and I'm on my way. So I think that with the AI layer, it starts to get
I think
really
part of
fascinating.
our, going back to that point of the asset management, I think part of our thinking also now going forward with the AI team is what tools have been built in the financial markets for stock traders, right? There's a lot of those, like risk analysis per dollar spent on this stock, right? Risk analysis per next dollar spent on Facebook campaigns are the same thing essentially, right? And so building all these massive tools that have been built for like fund managers and bringing those down to the little SMBs like us, right? That want to just crush it on paid media and navigate make a great story. Yeah.
No, that's fantastic. All right, guys. I think that's the first one in the books. If you aren't already on Triple Whale, you can go join the waitlist at trytriplewhale.com. We have a fabulous newsletter that I would be remiss not to mention called Whale Mail that goes out every Tuesday, Thursday. You can sign up by going to our Twitter account at trytriplewhale. Max and AJ are both on the Bird app as well. Fun follows there. And then what else we got, guys?
That's good. We're good.
We're
gonna
good.
go back
That's
to
it.
work.
This is
you
the
guys for
first
your
state.
support.
Yeah, the first state of
I'm
the whale,
happy.
Dimitri and everybody. I really appreciate you all coming in and stopping
Happy
by.
New
and
Year,
all of the-
everybody.
Yeah, and we'll see everybody on the flip. We probably have some more fun features, some more new UI updates,
Next week
and
again, Thursday.
all
Take
the
care, guys.
awesomeness.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you,
thanks
Rob.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Max. Bye, AJ.